Hi everyone, welcome back to Behind the Wi-Fi YouTube channel. Today I'm going to introduce a very simple and powerful tool that many network engineers carry in their toolkit, which is Fing. This is network discovery tool that help you quickly understand what's actually on the network, especially when you don't have the full visibility or access to enterprise tools. Let's get into it. So Fing is a lightweight network discovery and troubleshooting application. It runs on a mobile devices, desktop and Mac iOS as well as on Windows and allows you to scan a networks in seconds. Fing also tells you what devices are connected, their IP address, MAC addresses, vendor, and the basic services without even needing to log into a controller or the switch. But what's the problem when we are troubleshooting and Wi-Fi networks? So the one of the biggest challenging in the networking is lack of visibility. Many times we are asked to troubleshoot an issue without having an access to the switch controller or any monitoring tools. We don't know what devices are connected, what IPs are being used, or what if there is a rogue AP or the unknown endpoints. That's where Fee come into the picture. That would help us to identify the IP related conflict issues, IoT, or the hidden rogue access points, or even rogue devices which are broadcasting. So now, if we have to see it, why we are carrying a Fing as a tool. Network engineers use Fing as a quick first responsive tool. So like layer 1, very basic. When you connect to a network, wired or wireless, no matter, you can immediately see what's around you. It's perfect for the site visit, guest network, home labs, or even environment where you don't have like admin access. So it's like a fast, portable, kind of a solution. You don't need to carry any enterprise solutions. So yes, it is not meant for to replace our enterprise solution, but does gives a lot of level 1 kind of troubleshooting information. Okay, let's check it out. What's the reason behind it that network engineers use this scanner? So with the live network scan, Fing aligns with what engineers think, right? We instantly see that. The first question is, what's connected? Is the device really connected to the right SSID? Is the device connected to the correct access point? Are they getting an IP address? So even their subnet mask, is it right? Exactly all those answers is Fig gives. Fig scans the subnet in a real time and update the results as device appears or disappears. So if there is a duplicate IP or unstable IP issues, or you have IP addresses, IP pool being full, or any conflict with the IP, that you can figure it out. If a few IoT devices or few printers are behaving with the odd, or there are unexpected open ports are there, those are the things would help you to identify that and then fix it. So now, what's actually information we are getting from the Fig? So Fing does not just give us the only IP address, it also provides some meaningful information. It provides us the MAC address, names, vendor information, operating system, and some open ports related as well. And the timestamp, that first time seen and the last time seen on that particular application. This helps to identify like printers, cameras, phones, laptop, or any unknown devices, that how quickly they are responding and what they are getting. Now, apart from this, what else that Fing can give us as a networking tool? So Fing also provides us the built-in troubleshooting tools like ping, traceroute, DNS lookup, and port scanning. So how they all this can help us? So ping would help us to check the reachability from the device itself. Traceroute would help us to validate the path. Port scan would help us to see the service visibility. So if there are visible transparent basically services are there or not. Help us also to check the speed test. So what is the like baseline performance that we are getting on that particular device, because sometimes having a different chipset or the different wireless NIC cards can also change the internet connectivity speed or the issues that you are facing. And DNS lookup would also help us to find that are the devices I'm trying to reach to and correct DNS entries or not. Okay. these are all the good part of the thing, that like, okay, we are understand that this is all level 1 kind of in troubleshooting, and it's really handy, it's portable, whenever we go we can just open it and all that. But what is the major difference where it gets stopped? Okay, so that is more about the next part, that where the Fing won't help you. So it does not do any RF or the airtime analysis. So for them, needed of spectrum analyzer, it can't replace that, so it's still needed. So the second would be like, for an example, if you wanted to do like any packet inspection or the deep traffic analysis, that's something we can't do on the Fing. That does not give us that information yet. And it has also very limited visibility across the VLANs, as it provides no access to the our access points or controller matrix. So it does not replace any enterprise tool, but this does give us a lot of level 1 kind of troubleshooting steps. So very first step, when you have no devices on your hand and you have to find out that what's the actually the environment look like, it will help you. So I will be playing a demo after this, so stay tuned for the demo. Hi everyone, I just started and connected to my Wi-Fi, and you can see that all the devices which are connected to my network. So that includes my phone, laptop and other devices. So for an example, if I click on my iPhone, you can see that okay, it's an Apple product and I am using 26.1 iOS version, what IP address I'm getting, and if I wanted to block this device, I can do it straight away from here, which is a really cool feature. It does support ping and traceroute, so I'm just running a ping test at the moment, and that gives us a lot of answers. Also, we can do a traceroute. So currently I have only one hop, but when you are in an enterprise, it will show you all the hops up to your internet connectivity. So now if I would go back to the main page, I can see there is something called a network, which gives you an SSID and BSSID value. So when you are troubleshooting, this is very important. You know, or you would come to know that your device is connected to and which MAC address of your IP basically. And also this gives us the information about our internet speed, so which is a very cool feature. Sometimes it's my methodology is never promise bandwidth to the client. But yes, when you are troubleshooting, if you can see a significant difference, this is very handy. On the device, we can get a pretty good information that, hey, this device is behaving as expected or not. As you can see, also provides us the latency information, so which is pretty cool. Over here, there are a few more tools available on this app that gives us an information about like internet outages in the world. And currently we can see that there are 26 countries which are facing these internet outages. Also, this becomes really handy when I like the 3 features where you can do a ping test to particular IP address. So not only the Google, so basically if you are troubleshooting where probably your firewalls are blocking or something like that, or you are trying to identify that what's causing an issue, this became handy, that we can ping and trace route using an IP address or the domain base. So this became handy in terms of enterprise solution where you have multiple hops, which is that goes to and remote site probably, or the other data centers. So the traffic have to go through a long way. So as you can see, for an example, if I do a Google, currently it's showing me 12 hops, but it still will be going few more. So this is one of the integral part, right, when you are troubleshooting, and it will says to you, right, that from hop A to hop B, it takes me and imagine 2346 microseconds. So I know that okay, to go from A to B taking this much time, so there is a latency or there is a service impact. For an example, if there is an outages or there are something outages, or there are fiber link broken or something like that, so you can contact to your provider, your ISPs, or and then we can identify the issue. So after the trace route, the really cool features that this app gives us is basically related to three important things: find the hidden camera, find open ports, and router vulnerabilities. So find hidden cameras, actually that catches my mind when we are talking about hotels kind of instances. So that's what about the Fing. If you wanted to know that what's the story behind your Wi-Fi, stay tuned for the next episode.